Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? So, you just got me breathing in.
Hello.
It's a bit tight, this t-shirt.
Isn't it?
It is a bit tight.
Got a bit of a squeeze in there, haven't you?
Yes.
How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Keeping back up to a schedule of trying to do a live stream every Friday, just to let you know how his week's been or what's been going on, and just to ask questions.
That's
really.
a fantastic idea, mate. So, as you can see, Joe, the office, still tidy.
It's looking very nice.
It's looking fantastic. Look, we've got some nice plants here. A smelly thing, another plant, and a photograph.
It's going good, isn't it? It's nice and tidy now.
It is nice and tidy. Your tea's still well stocked.
So Joe has moved into our office from Be Quirky, which deliver sessions in schools to children to understand emotions and understand mental health and things like that. So we're teaming together and trying to get the word out there. So yeah, but it's nice to have Joe in the office.
It is.
And
what does everybody think of this brickwork? Do you like it?
it's nice, isn't it?
It is nice. I think it's a good bold move moving down here, and it's fantastic.
I do, yeah. It's nice and cosy. It's a nice office. We've had the fan on all day. Well, the heater. We've got one of them Dyson fans, but it's a heater as well. And
everybody on
it's
this floor,
super hot.
as soon as you go out of our office, over the door, you can just feel the cold as soon as you open it.
Yeah, it's
We've had
freezing
Dyson
as
on.
soon as you walk out, but in here it's red hot.
Beautiful.
It is nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So, where have we been this week, Doug?
Where haven't we been this week? So, we've been back down to Bristol.
Yep.
We then went across to Chippenham. So we spent the day, Monday in Bristol, Tuesday morning in Bristol, then darted across to Chippenham to see about opening a new hub, because we've got someone that wants to open a hub in Chippenham for us. So that'll be our first down south hub.
Yeah.
It were a 5-hour drive back up home. And then we have been in Manchester on Wednesday.
Manchester on Wednesday was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we didn't actually get back in the office until yesterday. That's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, it was good. Nice. It was good fun. Always enjoy going out and telling our stories, opening it up to the room, and then educating people on mental health and spreading the awareness. It's been really good, hasn't it? We talk about well-being and things like that, and yeah, just let people know that real things happen and this sort of stuff happens, and it affects us in loads of different ways, not just ourselves, but our families, our friends, and things like that, and getting people to know that.
It's getting people to know how, giving them the coping mechanisms and the skills and the knowledge to how to deal with other people and stuff like that. So it's really good what we do. But that's what we've been doing. So we'd love to do more of them. Literally.
Next week, mental health first aid in Leeds.
Yeah, we're over at mental health. Yeah, we're doing a mental health first aid in Leeds next week.
Yeah. So I'm going to do another post on the up and coming one that's happening this month, which is an open course. So that's, what is it, 26th and 27th?
26th and 27th November, based here in our office. Not in this office because it's too small.
Yeah.
But it's based in our other office upstairs.
Whoa. Just kicked the phone.
So
But yeah, I'll do a post on that. But yeah, get yourself on a mental health first aid course. It massively helped me coming into this. But it's sort of given me feels like a bit of a toolbox now. That I can just have a look through and be like, right, this is the situation, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to say, or this is how I can help, this is how I can support. And because everyone's situation is different, but everyone's situation is just as big as someone else's. So with the right support and the right knowledge, I feel like I've got like this one big toolbox.
So
hey Ryan, mate, you're right.
Last week we left it with, shall we or shall we not shave our beards?
Yeah.
As you can tell, we shaved them off.
Yeah.
It was just a bit of a tricky one. Do we do it? Do we not do it? Do we do it?
Yeah, my problem was that I hadn't shaved for so long that shaving my beard, I'd probably have a massive red patch where my beard was. And I thought, I can't go do, how many talks are we doing in the 3 days? 5 talks in 3 days. I can't go do these talks with just a beard shaped red patch.
So, if you are watching and you do think we should shave his beards, let us know and we'll get them shaved off. But we'll do it on a live.
Yeah.
We'll do it on a live if you want. But I reckon to do it, we've got to hit 100 quid. 100 quid. Yeah, and we'll shave his beards off.
Yeah.
We'll start a Just Giving page tomorrow or on Monday. If we hit 100 quid, we'll shave his beards off on a live. How do you feel? Do you fancy that?
I might just shave mine off anyway tonight, mate. I've been feeling like shaving it off, to be honest. Sometimes it just gets too much, too annoying.
Too annoying?
Yeah. Just start again, start fresh. See if I can grow a better one. See if I can grow one like Doug's.
Is it because you ain't got a good as beard as me?
Get him off. Get him off, lad.
Get him off, lad.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to.
But yeah. So, how's everybody else's week's been? What have you all been up to?
Yeah. We tell you what we've been up to through the week. What about you guys? What have you been up to? All good?
Has anybody got any questions for us? Anything that they don't know that they think, I've always wanted to ask them two lads this, but I've never had the chance. Now's your chance.
Yeah, definitely.
How was Bristol?
It was ace, John.
It was good. Good, that's it. I always enjoy going down there. It's brilliant. We went to a place called Zaza Bazaars, is it?
Yeah.
Zaza Bazaars, and my goodness, that is a good eat. That's all I can say.
Like a world buffet, wasn't it? But they have different sections, like Mexican, Japanese, Chinese, everything, Italian. Oh, there was so much stuff. Zaza Bazaars.
John, I've got a question for you. How do you feel like opening up a hub in Coventry?
Ooh, a good question. Defo get them shaved. How much would I'd look too young, I think.
I'd start bringing your ID again, wouldn't you?
I know, yeah. I'd have to start carrying my passport around with me or something, just to prove that I'm not 12.
You're not 12?
Yeah. See, like, because Doug's grey, he could shave his off and still still look his age.
Mature fox. Mature fox.
But for
Alex,
me,
how are you doing? Just speaking about you.
Yeah.
Just speaking about you. How's your week been since we were in Chippenham?
Yeah, no problem. I'll look into it.
Oh,
Sounds great.
That sounds great. That'd be cracking.
Yeah. Just need a venue. You can be a facilitator.
It's good. It's good. Wouldn't it? We're a venue. That's all we need. A venue that's free every Thursday night, 7 p.m. for 2 hours. That's it.
Yep.
But if anybody's watching from far and wide and they want a hub in their town, let us know. It's a place where people come, they talk. I think since opening our doors now, in June?
Yeah.
We've had 352 people just waltz through the door, and
some have stayed.
Yeah.
Since that whole time, some have come and used it for one time, 2 times, and just having it as a place to come have a brew, get some off your chest, or even just have a chat about how good your week's been. Is really helpful.
The good thing about it, we have couples come in, couples that don't normally talk to each other about how they're feeling.
Yeah.
We've had families coming through the door, so ours are for 16 plus, aren't they? So we have families that have brought the kids and they've spoke and they've been like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's just because they've got so much off their chest and it's brought people so much closer together. It's really good.
It is good, yeah.
So yeah.
It is good. Last week we asked about coffee and how it affects your own mental well-being, and we've decided to change now. Now that Joe's brought in a box of different flavoured teas.
Back on the tea trail.
Back on the tea. I had a coffee this morning when I got here. Wake up a bit and get started. But like I was saying last week, it seems to massively affect how my day's going if I can just keep drinking coffee. Usually by 2 o'clock I'm just feeling super anxious, super nervous about stuff. When I say stuff, it's not really.
I'm not gonna lie. I've
felt better since drinking tea.
When did we start? We had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie. We had Starbucks, we had Costa, we had like loads of coffee in a hotel, and then we come back into tea yesterday. Started on the tea. I've had a bit of an headache ever since. I think
that's more the caffeine side of it, isn't it? Yeah. Like the withdrawing from the caffeine. But for me, it massively affects my mental well-being. How I can focus and stuff like that, because I think sometimes I'm gonna have a coffee, it'll perk me up and it'll get me going, and and then I'll keep having another one, it'll just make me feel better, I'll just push on because I've had loads of caffeine, and then next thing you know I'm just like crashing, feeling like I can't even type, looking at like staring at an email or something and just being like, what do I even put? So yeah, caffeine plays a big part in my mental well-being, because I don't even drink it at home.
I don't drink it at home.
It's strange. I don't even drink tea at home.
I've got a question
I
for you.
very, very rarely drink coffee.
How's your week been?
My week?
Yeah,
It's been
how's
good.
yours been?
I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed going to Bristol. Enjoyed Manchester with Craig. That were good.
I'd say I didn't like about Manchester.
It was nice spending a bit of time with Craig because Craig Dye's a friend of ours, and it just it's always usually over the phone or over text or over
nice
Facebook messages.
Level,
and it was nice to see him on a professional level, go out and have a coffee and stuff, and just have a chat about what's going on, what his job role entails and stuff like that, and finding out a bit more about him. So yeah, it was good that. But Bristol probably the highlight, just because it's just I enjoy probably one of the biggest things that I enjoy, not only the talking but the drive down. Because
you have a right nap, don't you?
I only had an hour nap, but the drive down and the drive back's really good because we get some good songs on. We always have a right good chat between us three because Robin came as well, so it was nice to.
We drove for 4 hours with Christmas.
Yeah, 4 hours Christmas songs. It were ace.
Loved it.
Didn't manage to get them back on really for the way back, did
we?
we?
Didn't. I think there were a problem because it was raining so heavy and stuff. I think there were a problem. It was bonfire night, wasn't it? I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the fireworks affected the DAB signal.
The radio, yeah.
So
we had to listen to Doug's rubbish.
Good.
All the way.
A bit of smooth.
But yeah, rest of my week's been good. Yesterday's been good. I looked after Orla yesterday. I wasn't able to attend a hub, and it was only yesterday I was saying to Doug that I never really ever take a break from the hub, which is good, obviously as a role as facilitator, but my sort of role is a bit like I float around different hubs. Doug does the Mythenroyd one, and then we have facilitators for the other three.
Although I have got a facilitator in mind now, because that is what we do. We go and open them, then we pick a facilitator, and then they pick a co-facilitator, and then we move on to the next hub and open the next one.
Try open a new one. So yeah, I didn't go to a hub last night, which were tough because I use the hubs myself and I like to get things off my chest. I like to talk about what's going on in my head. But I got a chance to spend time with my daughter all day yesterday. So when I got back after work, which were, 5:30 or something, I went upstairs and Orla was still asleep. She's still in a napping stage, so she was still asleep. So I had to lay down, watched a programme for about 40 minutes, and then she woke up, and then it was just full on, just playing, going crazy. We've turned the downstairs like cubbyhole under the steps into like a play area. So like she has a like a little, like one of them pretend kitchens.
Yeah.
Attached to the door and stuff, and there's just loads of like soft stuff, and she can just chill in there. And sometimes she had a dinner in there last night, a tea, and it was just fun. And then she didn't go to bed until she wouldn't go to sleep until 12, but it was still fun though. We were just messing about.
Got another question for you.
But that helps my week, just playing with Orla and getting a chance to speak with her. She can talk a bit. She signs more than she speaks, and at the moment, which is ace. Charlotte's taught her sign language since she was born, but she probably knows more sign than she knows actual speech. Yeah, saying little words here and there, but for a 2-year-old, I think it's pretty good for her to be signing stuff when she's hungry, or if something's too hot, like a dinner or something, she knows.
So it is.
No.
What is it?
Now I don't know sign, but I picked it up as well. But I'm pretty sure that's hot. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? What you're doing? I have this weekend. I've got a busy one this weekend. I've got my little lad down. I've got football training Saturday, and then football games on Sunday.
Do I think the youth of today are a little bit disrespectful?
I'll leave this one to Logan because he's younger than me.
I definitely think they're a bit different. I don't know if you class me as youth of today, because Doug's like nearly 50 now, so and I'm 27, so we're a bit of a different age bracket. But we're actually talking about this on the way down to Bristol in regards to like manners and stuff like that. I think there's still quite a lot of kids out there with definitely got manners and everything like that. And but I remember growing up, I had to ask to leave the table after we'd eaten his dinner and things like that. And I think it just stayed with me growing up that, you know, being polite is a way forward, and just by saying please and thank yous and stuff like that.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. I mean, in our house, just because we've got 3 young kids that are coming in the house and stuff, you know, we try and eat his dinner together. We try and, you know, you don't leave the table until everybody's finished, or until everybody's, or you're asked to leave if you want to leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a difficult one, that.
I can definitely see a lot of change in teenagers and stuff like that now, compared to what it were like when I were growing up as a teenager.
Do you know what I think it is? Fear.
Yeah,
fear
maybe. Because there's people that say, you know, kids need to get out and play like back in the day, and they are doing that, but I don't know if it's, you know, like around my area, there used to be a park, there used to be a football field, like a basketball court and stuff like that, and it's all just gone now. So there's nothing round near my house for teenagers to go and hang out and chill out. And for the past 3 weeks in Sawley Bridge, or 4 weeks, the bus stop shelter has been smashed in. They replace it, get smashed again. And I don't want to just blame teenagers for that. It could have possibly been an accident.
Might be 2-year-olds outside.
It might be 2-year-olds, but it might be adult. It might be, you know.
Do you know what I think it is though? I think it's like, for me, it is that fear of adults not wanting to tell the kids off at the moment. Because of like, back in my day, if I did something wrong, back in my day, I sound well old, don't I?
You are though.
Back in my day, if I did something wrong, I'd be getting chilly. I remember swearing in front of my dad for the first time. I jumped over a bush, as you do when you're a kid, your head jump, and I caught my knee. And as I jumped over the bush, my dad was walking dog in front of the bush, and I'd landed in front of him and rolling up floors in. My leg. Off I went home, back here, chili powder, and parents just, I don't know.
Sounds a bit like a abuse, does that?
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's kids are just cheeky, aren't they? They're just cheeky.
Yeah, I think so. I respect every single parent out there for having children. It's a life-changing
I can first hand tell you how hard work it is.
It's absolutely
crazy.
But you know, I try my best to help Ola with pleases and thank yous and stuff like that, and that's something that she does sign. So cause she can't say it just yet. So, but she does say it after having something to eat, or, you know, if she wants something, you know, we always sort of say please, and she does. So just by doing something like that, hopefully she'll have them manners growing up.
Carl's it nail on the head.
Personally, I think kids,
it moved too fast.
Fear and media play a huge, yes, definitely media. I'll come on to that in a sec. I personally think kids nowadays are open to a lot more than we had as children. The comment keeps going, so I can't.
They do a lot more and see a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, you're right. It's like nowadays, phones, like we were just saying this a minute ago, so phones nowadays, like when you were a kid, we had a PlayStation, like the old PlayStation 1, like you have to wipe and blow and stuff.
Yeah.
But I were out playing.
Yeah, and you know, when I went round to my dad's house, I had a PlayStation, and we always had a games console sort of since when they came out, you know, like a PS1 and then a PlayStation 2. But it was pretty strict in terms of the usage that we could do on it. And,
you can have an hour.
You know, I'd gone round to my dad's house to see him on the weekend, not to go play on the PlayStation for the weekend. So it was when it was Saturday afternoon, we always went out shopping into town, you know, food shopping for his dinner that evening. And I think just doing stuff like that sort of got me away from it. They didn't say you can't go on it.
It is everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Media's huge as well, though. Like, everyone's striving to be maybe something that they not truly are on social media. You know, like Instagram plays a big role in people's lives now. So, you know, my hands up, I'm on Instagram as well, and you know, I have a semi-decent following on there. So I always like to post pictures, maybe you know, with a filter and stuff. But I never.
You don't need a filter, mate.
I don't need a filter. I know, but you know, I've seen some posts out there on Instagram where it's actually set up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually photoshopped, or it's set up to look like they sort of living that champagne lifestyle.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
People, maybe kids, are striving for that sort of lifestyle. So they're doing stuff wrong to get money, or I don't know.
I want that. I think that's what it is. I think nowadays with social media that's going around, you know, it is a bit of a lie, innit? People are living a lie. People looking on social media think, well, they live like that. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But really, when they come off the social media, are they happy? Are they not happy? It's always a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very tricky.
Always a tricky one.
Fear and media play a huge part in children today, not being able to experience what we had as children. There is not a lot of for teens to do these days. It's very true. I mean, I didn't really go to like
youth clubs.
A youth club. I never went, but I know that there were youth clubs there to go to, or you know, things like that. It were really good. I used to go to different youth clubs. Joe's saying it here. At least 4 days a week. Everything costs money these days, and it costs money, but it's also like going up like dramatically.
Yeah.
It used to be like £1 to go to a youth club or something like that, and you just go and play pool or whatever. And
yeah, listen, I remember going to bus for 25p.
Yeah,
that were a long time ago in my day.
I mean, there were just loads. We went to Boys Brigade.
I went to Boys Brigade
when I was growing up.
I went to Boys Brigade, so like, foot.
That were one night consumed.
We learned how to tie knots.
Yeah, that were one night consumed. I've always played rugby since maybe about the age of 6, so that were another night consumed by playing rugby, training on a Wednesday night, and then you know, playing on a Sunday, doing stuff with my dad on a Saturday. Yeah.
Rebecca Moore, how are you?
I don't know. It's just.
It's a trick question. Question, isn't it? Has anybody else got any questions?
Any other questions? I don't want to know. There's no escape for children either from bullying, 100%, etc., etc. With social media, sometimes like, jump in. I mean, Carl, you know full well what Instagram's like, man. You know, it's absolutely.
It doesn't just happen in the playground anymore, does it? So if when I were a kid, I got bullied. I got bullied at school. Yeah. But it's one of the things where now it doesn't just stay in school, does it? Like at school, you had that. Like when you were at school and you got bullied, you got home, you'd be a bit upset, but there'd be relief of you're not at school. They got to somebody when we at school. I kind of tried to stop going to school. I used to make excuses not to go to school.
Yeah.
But now it's at home because it's on the social media as well. It follows you.
Yeah, you can't get away from it now, can you? Unless you turn off your phone and you.
But then you've got that fear. You're back to that fear of what am I missing? Am I missing some? Have I not seen someone's post because they're living that life?
You've been a FOMO.
What's a FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
A FOMO.
Yeah.
Is that? I've never heard of that.
I've
never heard of that.
Been a FOMO, fear of missing out.
You for today.
Yeah. No, but social media, and bullying and all that stuff plays a huge role, and you know, just by something like social media and being bullied, say, over social media, or maybe your appearance or something that's happened, then you might become isolated. You don't want to go out and do something. Maybe you do usually go out as a teenager and hang out with mates, or you know, I don't know, it's just so different today. It's just so different. Anytime we had off school, I would walk from my house up to Crowwood Park, and I'd meet like 10 friends, and we'd just sit and chill out.
Do that.
Or go around to a mate's house and chill, and then go to the park, or we'd walk into town. Or
that's the thing. I've got a mate called Michael Mitchell, right? And we used to hang around together, and in holidays, after school, whatever, we used to walk everywhere. Like literally, I mean, walk miles and miles and miles a day, just going to the park and having a kick about and everything. Nowadays, bus,
Yeah.
dad's taxi.
It's also like going back to the original sort of thing, you know, different in youth today. I think it is.
It is. I think
it's
it is,
totally
yeah.
different. And you know, Sarah's saying there, there's no tolerance for bullying or anything in rugby, and I think it's like that across a lot of sports, and maybe just getting into, like, since playing rugby since the age of 6/7, I've always had sort of structure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like being taught about rules and
Respect.
following rules and respect and stuff like that, and it even carries on into open age games today. You know, like playing against open age teams. You know, if something happens on the field, that it stays on the field and it never leaves it.
Do you know what? That brings me on to something like I was watching, obviously rugby's been on, and I was sat having a conversation with some of the dads when we were watching it about rugby and the respect they have for the referee.
Yeah.
For the referee, they have masses of respect. It's all yes sir, sorry sir.
Yeah, I mean.
And then when you look at football, the amount of money that the footballers get paid, I'm not opening a debate or a can of worms, but the amount of footballers get paid, and then they're telling the referee to F off, and but the kids then look up to them millionaires and stuff like that, and
but that's
is that they didn't deem that acceptable?
I don't know. I remember probably when I was about 13 playing for a different club to what I've always played for, but it was you'd get brought off the field if you didn't call a referee sir.
Yeah.
So if you'd done foul play or whatever, you'd made gain a penalty, and the referee was telling you, you'd say yes sir, sorry sir, and go back to your line, and that were it. And if you didn't say that, you'd get brought off the field, and
sin binned.
Yeah, it was just all about that sort of stuff. And, you know, maybe teens are not involved in not just sport, but in teams anymore, or getting involved in your football or whatever.
Yeah.
But you as a football coach can make the difference in, they look up to these players like they want to be like Ronaldo or whatever.
Yeah.
But all it takes is a football coach in the younger years to say something like, you know,
you've got to have respect.
You've got to have respect for not only your elders, but just everybody on the field, whether it's your opponent or the person that's next to you on your team or the referee. You know, calling your ref sir is, I don't see a problem with that. You know what I mean? It's nice, isn't it? As a football coach, the respect is totally different. We teach it, but it's hard when they watch TV.
Yeah, Carl, you're right. I teach football. I teach football on a Saturday to under 8s, and we're just trying to get them into that at the moment. Like, I think someone the other day didn't score a goal, and they were, oh, you missed. Oh, and it's like, no. It's just it's all right, mate. We'll get it next time. It's teaching them young, and it's getting them in there. But it's tough. It is tough. Yeah,
I guess it is a bit tougher in football to like rugby. You know, if someone knocks on, it was the same situation like they're missing the goal. Someone knocked on, it wouldn't be like, oh my God, as if you've just knocked on it. It'd be like, right, a set for Logan, defence for Logan. And then it made you feel good that, you know, your whole team's behind you.
Yeah.
But, the FA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. Has anybody got any other questions? We'll move away from sport. It's a big debate, isn't it?
We've had a good little chat there about what it's like, and you know.
So I had to open a can of worms there. That's what we're saying.
You did open a can of worms, but it sort of goes back to like the be quirky and what we're trying to do, and what Unmasked and Joe are trying to do with be quirky in terms of understanding our emotions. Maybe, you know, the youth of today bottling up so much emotions that they're taking it out in a different in a different way by maybe, you know, being a bit of a tyrant around their local area. I know I don't want to swear. Do you know what I mean?
Tyrant.
A little tyrant. So you know, by giving them education about understanding their emotions and how to express it in a different way, could go a long way, and that's what we're trying to get into children in their earlier years in schools and things like that.
Definitely.
But
I've got something for you.
What? Yeah.
We need to go tuxedo shopping I know we keep mentioning this, but we're up for an award, aren't we?
Yeah, we are up for an award, Breakthrough of the Year.
Yeah.
Pretty scary. Nominated against some big people, but you know what? It's just the opportunity is just it way outweighs, like, you know, last week we were saying like what, you know, having a joke, what we're gonna say if we win, and I don't know what I'd say if we won.
You know what?
If we don't win, it's not the end of the world because we've been recognised. Yeah. I just find it amazing that we're being recognised for what we're doing and the help that we're trying to do and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really good.
Definitely.
Has anyone got any more questions, any more topics, any more debates they want to go for? We'll try debate it out. I'm not a debater, but we all have our own opinions and stuff like that, and everyone's opinion counts and everyone's opinions matter.
What's everyone else doing this weekend?
Yeah, I think we're going to try go swimming. We're going to try go to the cinema.
Go to
something like that.
Go to the cove where we went in Barnes. Honestly, mate, it's awesome.
Again, everything just costs money doing it all the time. The money is constant. You guys will still need a tux the day before. Door.
Don't worry about Joe.
I've got half a suit on the back door. Doug's got half a suit on the back door. We'll just.
Joe cleaned our office. As you can probably tell, it's quite nice.
Very tidy.
It smells fresh in here.
Have to keep it up. Family day. Wife doesn't get.
Family day, yeah. The wife doesn't get enough time.
Enough Carl time. It's because you're grafting too hard, mate. Grafting and BV all the time. People need to accept themselves for who they are, and not what social media says they should be. The sooner we realise. Seymour's
not working. Seymour's falling asleep.
It's a great name, is Seymour.
Seymour.
Yeah. Sooner we realise and accept the world will be a better place. Totally agree. Agree.
Just while we're going on Seymour, Rebecca, when we have a baby, I'm going to call it Seymour.
Quiet weekend, family time for me. They're the best times out there. Having family time, whether it's just spending time with your wife or your husband, or spending time with the kids, or you know, before I had a daughter, you know, I love spending time. Oh, I still do, but love spending time with my niece and stuff like that, and just having family around is a massive boost. Going back to the social media thing, I totally agree. Totally agree. In my previous job working for the council, I got hand tattoos, and I actually covered them up with makeup, concealer, for about a month there, because I was scared what everyone else thought about my tattoos. And that's sort of like the same as what it's like on social media. Some people are scared of what the other person will think, or so you have to cover it up as such, or add the filter or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I ended up taking my hands out of my pocket, and it rubbed my tattoo. I completely forgot that I had concealer on there, and it rubbed my tattoo in front of my manager. And she said, "Oh, look, have you got a hand tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, I had it about a month ago, but I was sort of scared what everyone else would think." And she was like, "Don't be daft. You're absolutely fine. You know, rub it off. It's fine."
You're right. I once went for in an old job I had. I once went for a job, and when I went to this job interview, I took the interview. I had a beard. I had a short sleeve shirt on.
Yeah.
With my tattoos out. Did really well at the job interview. Got the job. Got the job, and my first day in, they were like, "Okay, so welcome. We just need to go over a couple of ground rules. So there's no tattoos and no beards." And I'm like, "Hold on a minute. This is what you saw when you had the interview. So that's what you've got, unfortunately." Yeah. And then I think within 2 weeks of me being there, people started getting little stubbles on the beards and stuff like that, growing stubble and stuff.
Yeah, it were. It's crazy how you can think.
So what I think the thing with tattoos is what someone perceives of you, isn't it, when they see them?
Yeah, it's sort of been tough owning my own business and doing what we do as well. Going to these fancy like networking things, and then because I see it in people's faces. we're having a good chat and stuff like that, or you meet somebody that's wanting to speak to you, and you go to shake the hand or whatever, and they notice that you've got hand tattoos, and I can see them looking straight away, staring, and I get a bit self-conscious.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't feel like that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's what track wanted. Be yourself. So.
It is, yeah. Be yourself. Be happy about your appearance, and hope you gents have a good weekend. Thank you very much. I hope you do as well, Robin. I hope you catch plenty of fish, mate. And Robin is away fishing this weekend.
Taking his boss.
I hope the weather's sorted itself out for you. Robin never catches any fish anyway, so it basically just goes and puts a rod in the water for a weekend with no fish.
Rephrase that.
Yeah. He sent us a picture last time he went. Hey up Andy, you alright? I haven't seen Andy Duckworth for a very long time. I hope you're well. And following your band, mate. I think it's ace what you're doing.
Hey up, Mom. I'll be down soon to get Harry, don't you worry.
Alright, Donna. But if you've just joined now, we've sort of been having a bit of a
debate, open debate,
open discussion on the youth of today. But I think.
Has anybody got any questions for us or anything like that? Alex, let's have a look. Is your hand tattoo Nordic? No, it's ink, mate.
Yeah, they're both Nordic. It says Valhalla across my fingers. This is a Nordic compass, and then it's called a Valnut. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, it's the Nordic, so this is to guide me through difficult times. And I think it's very fitting for what I do.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this one is strength, to give me strength through them difficult times.
Just a quick one. So we've now got 13 watchers. It's just gone down, as I said, that to 12. But when we started, we only had 3.
Yeah.
So I just want to quickly say again, if anybody wants to open any hubs, any community hubs in their town,
Andy, I think you should open one up in Bangkok, mate.
Please let us know. Bangkok.
Yeah, Andy's just saying, hey bro, just played a show to raise awareness for mental health issues in Bangkok. I can't remember how many years it had been since you moved away.
Andy, if you want to write us a song that we can use in a promo video, that would be fantastic.
It would. Andy moved away from me and Andy used to work together in the leisure industry, and awesome swimmer, mate.
Awesome swimmer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he once nearly pulled me in. Last time I saw him, he nearly pulled me in. I was unhooking a lane rope, and I think he'd knocked his hand on it, and I was pulling it in, and he grabbed it and yanked it. Just as a bit of a, watch what you're doing.
Watch what you're doing. But his hubs are going really well. There's 352 people that's come through the door since we opened.
Yeah, about that.
And it's
I mean, from what I've seen on the facilitators group chat today, very, very good hubs last night.
Yeah.
Solid Bridge is going really well. Well, they're all going really well. So, yeah. But if anyone's interested in a hub or opening a hub, just let us know. We've got a bit of interest in Gosport, got a bit of interest in Sheffield, a bit of interest in
I've got a list now.
Is it
Bakewell.
Bradford, one of the
Nottingham.
Sort of centres there.
Gosport, Nottingham, Bakewell.
Thank you, Sarah. You have a good weekend as well.
Derbyshire, Bradford.
Yeah. So that's at like a youth club, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've got
perfect example. The youth club there.
Yeah.
In Bradford, where we're possibly opening up another hub, is struggling at the moment to stay open because no one's attending the youth club.
Yeah.
So like going back to the youth of today, maybe there isn't that much out there because things like that are closing because they're not going to get used.
It's not going, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if nobody's got any questions, we'll call it a day in that case. I think.
Yeah, it's been nice to be back on and having a chat, and we'll try to keep up to every Friday doing this.
Definitely. Even if we're away, we'll try and do one somewhere.
If anyone's got any questions when we come off the live stream, fire them across either onto his email info@unmaskedmentalhealth.co.uk or even just on Facebook. Drop us a message.
If anybody wants to do any lives with us, we can join. We can join a live, can't you?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Unmasked inbox on Facebook isn't manned 24/7. but we do read through the messages.
Yeah.
We have put an automated message on there, so if you do send us a message, you will get an automated message back. But just be patient, and we will get back to you.
If you are in crisis, and you know, because we do get a lot of messages on there, you know, of people reaching out to us. If you are in crisis, then what we would suggest is ring the Samaritans.
Yeah.
If you're in that need there and then.
So the Samaritans number is 116123. Give them a call.
Or try the app.
Try the app. Yeah.
Unmasked
So
app.
download the Unmasked app. It's on the App Store. It's completely free. It's on iOS and Android. Just type in Unmasked. We'll be up at the top, or the app's actually called Unmasked Mental Health. It's a free, no adverts, nothing on there to
annoy you.
It's just a safe place to go on, open up and express how you feel to like-minded people. So you can search on age, you can search on location, and you can search on what that other person's living with. So it might be that
you really will find someone on there as well.
Yeah, it might be that you don't want to talk to anyone in your local area just in case. So you can reach out to someone maybe in Scotland or down south. Search them on depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar. The list is endless on there.
But you can remain completely anonymous as well. That's the good thing about it. But if you have been reaching out to someone, like say I've been reaching out to Logan for a while, and let's say it's middle of the night and he don't get back to me, there's an alert button that rings the crisis team. So it really is 24 hours somewhere where you can reach out to people.
Yeah.
So
we've been going now for 47 minutes. It feels like it's been 47 minutes. Yeah, we came on at 4 o'clock.
I didn't realise it was 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
let's wrap it up. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend.
That's good. It's been on 47 minutes and we've still got 8 viewers.
Yeah,
that's good.
Hey, it's all right. But do you get it? It's all right.
Hey, it's all right. I've got one. I've got one.
Nah, too late.
No, too late.
I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and
Well, I got it. Before we go, why was 7 scared of 8? Because.
No, you've lost it.
No, I've lost it.
I hope everyone has a great weekend. Hope everyone stays happy. Hope everyone stays healthy, and we'll see you all next week.
Peace. See you later.